So what's up guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I think PA was super clean, so I really wanted to make a video about it and talk about PA and explain what I took and what were valid setups. So to start off, my bias was pretty bullish due to just the overnight session being quite bullish. SMTs at the low with YM, SMT in here, inversing this 4-hour gap. Um, to the upside, making previous day high or drawn liquidity, rebalancing the 50% of the range with an SMT with ES, holding some nice structure, inversing this to the not yet I think, yeah, inversing this to the upside, tapping the 1 hour gap right there, so I was super bullish. So I really wanted a manipulation lower into any sort of key level to take continuations towards these previous day highs. I didn't get that. We manipulated lower into a 5 minute gap. Got a nothing. I really wanted to set up right here off of anything, any inverse, but I couldn't find any inverse, not even a 30 second. Ah, there was a 30 second, but I was just a little bit skeptical about the 30 seconds because I take 30 seconds, but I have to be really, really, really confident and have a lot of conviction on that setup. So I was not willing to take this. If I took this, your break even would have been probably here, and this would have been a break even trade. Really unfortunate, but that was a nice setup if you took this. I really wanted a 1 minute inverse. Anything from the 1 minute was a valid setup in my opinion. So that is what I was looking for. After that, I want a continuation longs. So what did we get? With this we displace up, uh breaking previous day high and closing above previous day high. Yeah, so I want a continuation longs from that towards that unfilled 4 hour gap. What happened? ES made a nice SMT sweeping these 5 minute equal lows we had here into a 5 minute gap, which was what I was looking for. I really wanted that, so that's what I was looking for. So we had a nice double SMT holding that. I know we didn't tap EQ of this range, but we did on ES, sweeping EQ, tapping that 5 minute right here, and also sweeping this low, making a nice SMT. We also had a little internal SMT. I really wanted to enter here after this momentum, but I couldn't. Like, yeah, that's just not my model, but I knew this was most likely gonna be a winning trade due to this being an A plus setup for me. Yeah, V-shape inverse, took it on the inverse, took it quite heavy because I was really confident. Stops below the SMT low. You could have done it at the bodies, but I wanted to be sure because with SMTs you gotta be a little bit more careful. TP, full TP, break even at these equal highs, and TP at the 4 hour unfilled gap. Yeah, that was my trade. I took it quite heavy for a 1.1 R. That was a winning trade, and after that I was off. But I'm gonna talk about the rest of this PA. We had a decent continuation after out of this 5 minute gap. But why was this not the highest probable uh, thing thing to take? Just look at that momentum. That momentum is not what you want to see, just like barely close above. And if you watch it from the bearish side, you really have your tap into the 4 hour unfilled gap. We make a breaker block, we tap that breaker block, and we respect that. So that was your bearish breaker block. So that is why this setup wasn't the most probable setup to take. After that, we manipulated lower, and we still left previous day high on the yes. So that was our drawn liquidity. We didn't take that, which is surprising in my opinion, but we didn't take that. So yeah, I was still looking for longs. Obviously, I didn't take this, but this was also a nice setup that you could have played, in my opinion. We manipulate lower into the 50-minute gap, which was unfilled, a 30-minute gap, which was unfilled, rebalancing the big range as well, as you can see, also in OTE. Having a nice reaction out of that, a V-shaped 3 minute right here. Um, decent to good momentum in my opinion. The gap was a bit small, but I take 2 point gaps and more, so this was valid for me. So that's what I would have played, like this. Stops at the low, maybe we can precise our stop a little bit. with a 1 minute OB or something. Yeah, maybe something like this, but that's on you, you know. I probably would have played it with a bit of a wider stop due to the drawn liquidity being previously high on ES taken, or just taking these highs right here. Break even at this next 5 minute gap. You could have also just targeted a 1-to-1 due to us being into a 5 minute gap, but with the conviction you have on the bullish buys, you can just target higher for a 2R, which was a really nice setup. I feel like today was really clean and really nice price action. This was also a super nice winning trade. After that, we dumped down, we swept my key levels, which I wanted to see from open, but we didn't get. The 1 hour sweep, the 1 hour gap tap, and the 1 hour gap tap, as well as the 4 hour OB breaker and the OTE probably. Yeah, OTE of the range, OB, the 4 hour gap. So that I wanted, if I was still trading, I wanted longs from that. We get this insane setup. This is a beauty of a setup. Target like 50 minute gap above or something, like right here. You can target probably less, like 5 minute gap right here for a 1-to-1, or if you're confident you can hold to the premium premium 5 minute gap. Depends on what your bias is. In this case you could just take that, but I like to play higher win rate and lower RR, so I probably would have done it like a 1-to-1 here. Super nice setup as well. After that, we had a continuation off of a 5 minute gap here. Like this PA was super nice. We tapped that 5 minute gap. We inverse here, inverse the 5 minute as well. So that is super nice confirmation. Sweep into that 5 minute gap. Inverse, bang, stops at that body and targeting a break even at this 1141 high, and a nice targeting a nice 1-to-1 due to us going into a 5 minute gap, I'm pretty sure, or 4 minute. What was it? Nah, I think it was just being this high. We were targeting with the break even, but you need a 1-to-1. So that's also a really nice play you could have taken, and then any continuation from here should be valid in my opinion. If you have a nice inverse on the 50 minute here, we could just start continuing towards all-time highs. So yeah, I think today's price action was quite clean. I did take a nice setup for a 1.1R, but I risked up, so I made a little bit more. I tried to risk up on setups I really am confident about, and otherwise I risk normal. And if I'm a bit skeptical, I just don't take it. But there are some setups due to your market experience that are really clean and that you know will probably be a winner. If you check any profitable IVG trader, they probably took this setup as well, due to us being super bullish SMTs there. This was the setup of the day, and this was the best setup of the day. So yeah, that was it, guys. That was today's price action and what I took in this price action of Tuesday, 2nd of December. This is my first trade of the month, so I'm starting off with a I have a great start for the month of December. You gotta be careful for the month of December. Like the last couple of weeks could be a little bit harder. I will also be taking a break off of my PA accounts at the end of December. I will probably still be trading, but like most likely, yeah, like to get try to get some more capital instead of actually putting live funds on the line. So yeah, that's my game plan, is just to due to December being a pretty tough month, like at the end of the year, due to people going on holiday, getting money out of the stock market, and buying presents for their children and for Christmas and stuff. So yeah, that's why we will probably have some less probable PA at the end of December, but for now it's still fine. Today was beautiful. Yesterday wasn't bad either. I just couldn't find a nice setup. You had some winning setups as well, but there was just nothing for me. You had a 30-second right here, which was quite clean. I just didn't see it at the time. Yeah, I just didn't see this at the time, but this was a really nice 30-second play. I'll show it real quick. It's here. This is that 30-second. That was quite clean as well, targeting a 1-to-1 or just market open high right here, like the New York high for a 3R. That's quite crazy, but yeah. That was a quite nice of a play. Then we had this continuation that I wanted to take, but we took my break-even point before us inversing, so I couldn't take that. And after that, there wasn't anything I really liked. I saw people taking this setup. That was just not for me. Yeah, after that, the session is done. So that's why I didn't take anything on the Monday. I did trade Mondays. I do trade Mondays every time, but when there's no news, I am a little bit more careful due to us having like less probable conditions and stuff due to my data. But I'll still trade them, and yeah, that works for me. Today was a really clean day. Yeah, and that was it, guys. Have a great rest of December, and I'll see you guys next.